What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can boost your game's performance using the LuminApp. This will minimize background tasks, improve the game's performance, and much more. Now, before I get into that, if you want to check out the premium tweaks, website, Discord, or any of that stuff for Lumin, you can check that out in the description. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So to get started, you are going to need the LuminApp installer, or like the app already installed. And to install, you can either go ahead to the link in the description and get it from the website, or you can open up PowerShell and simply copy this command just like this. And you're going to type in lumin.lol/app and then the little ending just like that, and boom. I'll have that link in the description as well. But what that's going to do is just simply download the installer for you, and then you can proceed with this to fully get in the app. Anyway, let's get into how to set up the app, as I'm not going to install it again since it's already installed. So once you get in the app, it's going to look something like this. If you are a first-time user, you might have to go through a few things setting it up and doing the compatibility protection and that kind of thing. I do recommend going through the tutorial if you are a first-time user. Anyway, once you're ready, you can first go to your games tab. This is where you can add any games that you want to do. Up here, this is how you can sync the library, hide games, all that stuff. And if you do want to turn off certain games for the booster, you can always just untick them like this, and turn them off. And that way the booster will not interact with those if you do choose the boost library option. If you want to add a game, all you're going to do is click the little plus up here, and you're going to find the exe path. You can see for doing Valorant, this is what it would look like. You would find the Win64 path. If you're going to do a Steam game, I'll show a quick example. All that's going to look like is going to your library, right-clicking on a game, manage, browse local files, and then you're going to take that path and find the main exe in here. Basically, whatever is the most, like the biggest in size, you can see the size column right here. Obviously, Madden 26 exe, that's the main exe. For any like Unreal Engine game, it's going to be like the Win64, kind of like how Fortnite or Valorant is. So if you don't understand it, you can always just look it up, like where the game exe is, and add it off that. Anyway, now that we've gotten through that, next what you're going to do is go to the booster tab. This is where you're going to get all your settings right. So obviously I have on all the settings here. If you are on the free plan, you're only going to get access to a certain amount of settings. It's, I believe, the top 4 right here, and then most of the core and game priority stuff is premium. Now, one thing I do want to say about this quickly, all these features are good, but one thing that might annoy some of you is the quiet background apps. This is going to make things like Discord, Spotify, and some other apps slower. If you do just plan to like listen to music in the background and stay in a VC, and you don't plan to be actively using those while gaming, this is something that's good. But if you plan to be active on Discord while your game's paused and stuff, and you have the booster on, your Discord may appear laggy. It may make your Spotify and other apps laggy, and that could just be a bad user experience for some of you. So definitely want to turn that off if that does sound like something that would annoy you. Then for this game priority, a lot of you may think that real time is the best. Typically above normal or high is the best here. Real time can cause stutters, and it's just a little bit unnecessary. So I recommend doing above normal or high. After you have done that, you are pretty much ready to go into a game. I will show you how it looks to apply in the game, but if you do want to go ahead and just apply it before you start the game, all you do is click apply now and go to the game library. And what that's going to do is wait for one of your games to launch and then be active for over 30 seconds, and then it's going to apply the optimizations to that game. Alright, so now that I'm in a game, we can go ahead and look at the LuminApp again. Now, this is where one very important thing I need to show off is there's a difference between the running processes and the games library. Running processes are going to be for any games that won't show up in your library and you can't get them to work properly. Sometimes with Roblox, this is going to be the case because it will try to inject into the client when you're not even in a game yet, because it can't make the proper distinction. This may be fixed in a later update, but for now, running processes is the way to go for some games. Now, for games that are fully supported and scan off the rip, you should be using Game Library. especially for ones like Fortnite and stuff where we have tweaks for them, because the library config will not sync unless if you do the games library stuff, meaning we have a very specific config for Fortnite that won't run if you do it through the running process mode. Now, this is what it looks like. So as you can see, I have the Valorant when shipping 64.exe. If I go ahead and click on that, it's going to apply and optimize Valorant. But that wouldn't be using the main Valorant profile, of course. That would be using the, just regular config that doesn't come with the game profile, but we still have all these settings. The game profiles do add on top of that, though. Now that we're here, you can see it's applied. We can look over the optimizations. Let's minimize these different background apps. And yeah, I mean, if we want to unapply that now, so we can look at the library one, we would just hit this. And to do a library apply, all you do is go ahead and click on game library. That's going to be scanning. It's going to look through all the processes that could be one of the games that you have in a library, and then it's going to pick from there. Alright, and as you can see, it applied the same way. It says active Valorant when shipping. That's how we know we're good. And yeah, that'll apply all the optimizations to the game. Any optimizations that you change in these settings after it's already been applied to the game won't change. You would need to unapply and redo it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the video. I'll show a quick difference on screen now of what it looks like in game with the booster off versus on, and you guys can see the difference. This is also with some tweaks applied from the LuminApp before and after on a pretty stock build, so there was more than just the booster involved. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a comment at what videos you guys want to see next. Check out the links in the description if you want to check out the LuminApp, anything else, and I'll catch you guys later.